continue. Just gonna get rid of this here. So we did up to here, we did on Monday. And then yesterday we worked on converting measurement worksheet, which was also already given to you on Friday. And so now we're going to continue. So where it says convert the following, that's where you start. Okay, so start writing down convert the following and just write these down. Like that. Okay, so we're going to do 4. All right. Okay, so have your formula sheet or wherever you have those conversion rates, have that ready. Okay, notice that there's yard, feet, and feet. We're staying within the imperial system. So how about we write them down here so I can use that, right? So 1 foot has 12 inches. That's a classic, right? 1 yard has 3 feet. And therefore 1 yard also has 3 times 12, 36 inches, right? 1 mile has 1760 yards, and 1 mile also has 5280 feet. Start a study sheet of some sort, okay? Grab a piece of loose leaf, call it study sheet. I give you a nice colorful one. If you don't have it, whenever you come in, ask me for it. I can gladly give you another one. I think yours is green, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have yards and feet. And we want to just have everything in feet. So we need to convert that 210. So you write that down. 210 yards times, put a line right next to the times. Right? Yards is up there. And so yards will be down here. So and we know we want feet ultimately. So yards and feet are going to be here. So the one that does that is this one right here, yard and feet. So you're going to put the 1 yard, the 1 yard here, and the 3 feet up there. That way you can cancel these two. It's just like numbers. If you multiply something by 2 and divide it by 2, it's like nothing happened, okay? And then, so we're going to figure this out. So it's 210 times 3, really. It is 210 times 3 divided by 1. Whenever something is down here, you divide. But it's not really going to change anything in this case. So it's 630. We are left with feet plus the 2 feet that were already mentioned at the very beginning. So it's 632 feet. So we can put that into our blank here up there. All right. So we've converted everything to feet. And why are we doing this? Okay. It is because in the future, I'm going to ask you to add, 210 yards, 2 feet, and, 43 yards and 1 foot or whatever. You can't just do that, the addition as it is. You have to convert it to all feet in this case. Okay. Let's do another one. We have miles and yards, and you want to have that in yards only. We obviously know that this is miles, and keep in mind we're staying within the imperial system here. So we want to convert that to yards and then add this to our answer here to get the total number of yards. So you start with the 41 miles separately times line. What relates miles and yards? So you go to your chart and it's this one right here. 1 mile has 1760 yards. Where is the mile going to go? It's going to go down here. So you want to cancel them. So the 1760 goes up here. So you cancel that. And then you get 41 times 1760. That's 72,160. Yeah. Somebody's knocking. Hi. He's not irritating though. I know. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, continue. 72,160. What are we in? We are in yards because that's all that's left. Plus the 1740 that you had there. That's 73,900 yards in total. Could you convert this to feet if you wanted to add it to that measurement up here? Absolutely. We know how to convert this to feet. We're now dealing with yards and feet, right? So we would use this one. So let's do an extension. Convert to feet. We're going to do that here. 73,900 yards times yard and feet are right here. So we're going to put the 1 yard down here and the 3 feet right here. Cancel, cancel. So you have to multiply this whole number by 3. And if it's still in your calculator, you just go times 3. 221,700 feet. Keep in mind that we're talking about the same distance every time. 41 miles, 1740 yards is the same thing as 73,900 yards. It's the same thing as 221,700 feet. It's all the same. And just so you know, there won't always be a 1 down here. It depends on this measurement here. If you looked at it yesterday, you will have seen some examples where that wasn't the case. There isn't always a 1 in the denominator, okay? All right, I'm going to continue next page. So write it down as it is so that you can focus more on, just copy down C and D for now. Okay, don't do the going from one unit to multiple units. All right. So put on your thinking cap now, okay? There's a little trick here. There are three different, right? Like three different units stated for this measurement, and you want it all in inches. So guess what? You're gonna have to convert the yards to inches, the feet to inches, and then all of these answers are gonna be added up to the 7 that you already have in inches. Okay? And that will give us a total here. So the fundamental concept does not change, it's just the number of steps involved will change. Okay, so let's convert this one first. 51 yards times line. Okay. You want yards here, and you remember ultimately you want it to inches. So go to that chart that I just, or the conversion factors I just gave you, and you will see that 1 yard has 36 inches. And these 2 yards here can cancel out. Okay? Then we're going to say, watch this carefully, plus we're going to convert the feet to inches. So you have 2 feet, dot line, and you know that 1 foot has 12 inches. I always start with the bottom because then I know these two cancel out here. That's how I want it. So remember, this will be in inches, this will be in inches, and you'll add the 7 that is already converted to inches anyways. Right, so I'll make a little note here. I convert all to inches. And now let's do the math, right? So I'll go 51 times 36. That's 1836 here. So I'll write that down. Plus 2 times 12, you can do that in your head, right? That's 24. Plus the 7. And then you get your total. So 1836 plus 24 plus 7. That's 1867 inches. And that's what we're going to put down here. All right. I'm going to ask you to do D on your own. Okay, try D right now on your own. See if you're grasping the concept. So you do this one on your own, using this as your guide. Remember, this is miles, yard, and feet, and you want everything ultimately being in feet. Grab some scrap paper if you don't want to do it in your notes, but go ahead and try that right now. I'll just pause the recording for that, okay? So a couple minutes for that, right? So we have miles, we have yards, we have feet, and we want all of this in one bundle to just be feet, okay? So let's start with the miles way over here to have enough room. 4 miles times, you're gonna have to figure out what goes in here, plus 842 yards times, you're gonna have to figure out what goes here, plus the 2 feet that's already in feet, right? This is not the only way of doing it, but right, this is how I show it. So there is one that gets you from miles to feet, and that's this one. 1 mile has 5280 feet. Okay, so that mile cancels out with that mile. So you took care of the 4 miles. Then we have one that gets you from yards to feet. So you'd have 1 yard has 3 feet. We cancel out the yards. And this is already in feet, so no need to do anything there. You grab your calculator, 4 times 5280. That's 21,120 for the first part. Plus 842 times 3. That's 2,526. And we are in feet already there as well, so make sure we do that here. It's feet, feet, plus the 2 feet, and all of that added up gets you 23,648 feet. Okay, and you'll practice this in a bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop here. And so we're not going to do this part. I will say work on, I'll make that appear in a bit. Question 1, right? And the worksheet is called Converting Within Imperial System. That involves multiple units. Okay, I will show you what it looks like in a bit, but this is what we're working on right now until the end of class. Okay, remember you're technically sitting in class, right? So I'll make that available. So if you go to classroom, classwork, I will make that appear.